Standup. I wanted to start tonight out with a little bit of observational humor. I've been kind of into that lately, so I'm gonna try it out. Let me know what you guys think about it. Men and women are a lot like Mario and Wario, mostly with the letters. So that was that. And the rest of the set's gonna be normal. So here's something weird from my life. Over the course of my life, I have found multiple insects in my bed. And I know in my heart of hearts that it's not a hygiene thing, because one time it was a wasp. So, Franz Kafka writes one book, and now every asshole bug on the planet thinks they're Greg or Samson? Give me a break. And you know what? By the way, I don't even have a huge problem with bugs. It's actually a boundaries issue. We just met and you are already in my bed. Slow down. It's stuff like this that makes me feel like my life is a book specifically written to drive a high school English class insane. They're like, there's this recurring motif about bugs in bed? Gotta symbolize something, right? Fear of intimacy. Oh no! If you have any ideas, theories about this, please come see me after the show. Mostly looking for thoughts on the bug stuff. We'll take ideas about the weird emotional issues too. I'm looking for about 3 to 5 pages, double-spaced, MLA. You guys know the drill. When I was in high school, I had a summer job at the zoo. I loved this job. It was so cool. I do think it's really funny, though, that my primary function here was giving people directions when I actually have a deep history of poor spatial relations. During my first driving lesson, I was almost in kind of a big accident. And, you do the thing after that where you're like... and then my instructor turned to me and she goes, do you have problems with your left and your right? And I said, yeah. Was I the best at this job? But did I get to meet a ton of interesting people? Absolutely. When you spend the summer among a crowd of thousands, you get to overhear some really interesting stuff, or have it said directly to you. So I'm going to close out my set tonight with a little list of the 3 worst things that I heard or people said to me at the zoo, ranked from least to most alarming. So coming in, number 3, just a kind of the unanswerable question that I was posed. What's your favorite flavor of bird? I can't answer that! And you know why? Too personal. That's right. Next up, this happened in the insect exhibits already, kind of how I feel about that. A mom and a little girl walk in, and the girl, she's looking at it, and she's like, look, Mom, this beetle lies on its back and pretends to be dead. And the mom says, I wish I could pretend to be dead. No! Can't help you with that one! I could tell you facts about lemurs. Knowing more about lemurs make life worth living for you. And for me, but I don't know. So that was sort of some of the stuff. Last thing, top of the list. I was worried the mic turned off, but it didn't. I was just being a little quiet. Top of the list, number 1. Probably the worst thing I've ever seen. Not true. Part of my job was I worked at the petting zoo with the goats. By the way, love those guys. If you ever get a chance to hang out with a goat, take it. Awesome. Really nice. So Dad and a little boy comes in, and I'm keeping an eye on the kid as he wanders around the enclosure, and this guy is touching everything. The goats, the water, the food, the goats again, the hay on the ground, the goats, the pets. He heard the phrase petting zoo and said, I have got to make the most of this. So eventually, I guess he gets a little tired of that, and the dad says, all right, buddy, ready to go? And in the 1 second that his dad's back is turned towards the door, I watch as our little buddy bends down, dips a finger in the water bowl, brings it to his lips, and says, and then he was out the door. I never saw him again. I don't know what he's up to. I hope he's well. If I had to guess, I would say he is probably dead.